Hi, I'm Sam Asher, the president of the Asher Group. I remember when Marcus interviewed with us, 2012, he didn't look like most programmers. He wasn't the nerdy, geeky type. He was more of a down-to-earth kind of guy, maybe kind of romantic. He used to wear this Icelandic wool sweater all through the winter. I mean, it didn't matter how cold it got, he just wore that sweater. And it gets really cold in upstate New York, let me tell you. But Marcus loved the outdoors, he loved music, and he loved living his life in integrity. I didn't think Marcus was really a programmer by training. He did have a certificate, but really he was an autodidact. He taught himself. He knew how to learn. He's taught himself by studying other people's work, by learning from mentors, trial and error, and of course using a logical mind to figure things out. He picked things up so quickly that we gave him more and more responsibility and came to rely on him a lot, and that was a beautiful thing.
Hi, I'm Sherry Lakin, President of TrustedTPV.
And I'm Larry Lakin, the Executive Vice President of Sales. We had the pleasure of working with Marcus for a number of years. In our business, it's not uncommon for people not even to meet, and never had the actual pleasure of meeting Marcus in person, but virtually and through his work, we knew how dedicated he was and how much a great asset to our team that he was. And when he came back to Asher a couple of months ago, we were all very excited because we enjoy working with him so much.
We want to share our condolences with you and let you know that we share the same grief that you do. 5 years ago, we lost our daughter Ellie to mental illness as well. So we want you to know that we are here for you in any capacity that you would ever need. If you need to reach out through Asher, we would love to be there, because I know that how difficult a time this can be for you all.
When we went through this 5 years ago, it was very helpful to talk with other people who had been through the same thing. And so I just want to reiterate our offer. If you do want to reach out anytime, please do.
And again, we're so very sorry about your loss.
My name is Ashley Murphy. I'm a client services manager with TrustedTPV. I worked with Marcus for about 3 years virtually, coincidentally enough, because he was so good with technology. Marcus, he was a huge asset to our team. He inadvertently delivered day-to-day programming, emergency fixes for many of my clients, and in addition to that, he helped build a turn of the industry processing and technology that will be used for years to come. You know, a hard thing to do is explain a developer or an engineer, because they have the ability to see and build things outside of the box. And Marcus was able to do that and engineer things so flawlessly. He will be missed, and his work will be missed. And may he rest in peace.
Hi, this is Srikanth here. Me and Marcus used to work at different teams at our company, Asher Group. So we wouldn't have a lot of daily interactions. But there was this one period where we were migrating the respective websites that we used to work with to this Amazon cloud. And that feature was fairly new to most people in the company. And there were lots of roadblocks and issues that we would face while working on that. And anytime Marcus would solve an obstacle or come up with a solution for an issue that we would face, he would reach out to me proactively and provide that information to me in case it would help me. And that's when I realized how helpful and caring Marcus was.
Hi, my name's Ken Rich. I liked working with Marcus right from the start. Since I'm the system admin, I work a little bit with everybody, but not super closely with any of the programmers or the programming projects. Early on, I found out about his love for Scandinavia, so when he mentioned needing a teacup, I fetched from out of the kitchen's random collection a cup with an inscription about Denmark. Funny coincidence. He used it until he left for school in Copenhagen. Before he left, I didn't even know he was so interested in music, but I did drag him downtown once to a free noontime concert at the Hochstein School of Music, where my girlfriend is the CEO, and that was fun. I was sad to see him leave for grad school. Later, I managed to get a link from him of some of his music, and I found it pretty amusing. I was listening to this dissonant modern piece of his, and like exactly halfway through, there's this big, fat, juicy major chord, like right out of J.S. Bach or Dolly Parton, and then right back to dissonance land. Anyway, I really liked working with Marcus.
Hello, my name is Carrie. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for TrustedTPV. I want to start off by saying my heart bleeds for your pain. I want to express my condolences to you and your family and all those that loved Marcus. Marcus was an amazing young man. He had a wealth of knowledge. I loved and enjoyed working with him. His patience, his character was beyond words. I want to share a little story with you about Marcus's personality at work. We would have severe outages, and Marcus would be so cool, calm, and collective. I sit there and tell Marcus, could it be this? Could it be VoIP? Could it be a carrier issue? And Marcus would just sit there and say, no, ma'am. No, Carrie. No, Carrie. And I would be all frantic in a panic. And he had just this amazing personality that just led us to believe that everything was going to be okay. Marcus would sit there and I would say, well, Marcus, I have clients calling me, blowing up my phone. And Marcus would sit there and just say, yes, I understand, Carrie. I'm looking into it. By the time that I got to the end of the conversation, and this was one of our biggest outages, I said, Marcus, how long do you think? What can I tell my clients? Marcus's response to me was, Carrie, the problem is fixed. That was how unique and talented this young man was. Marcus was the type of individual at the office that I knew when something would fall in his lap, there was a resolution. It wasn't any longer a problem. I really enjoyed working with Marcus. His patience to deal with me going frantic was beyond words. He was just that type of individual. The knowledge this young man had. When Marcus left, we were all very saddened. He left for a period. He left the Asher Group and moved on. And the day that we found out that he was actually coming back, well, first we found out he was consulting. And the happiness of my team, all the account managers and everyone at Trusted was incredible. He was so well liked, so well respected, and really had a wealth of knowledge that goes beyond words. I am so sorry and grieve in the pain you're feeling. His loss is felt every day. The team has been so impacted, and I want to just tell you that He was an amazing young man. He served his purpose, God's will, and I will continue to pray for you and your family just to give you the understanding and the peace that you may need. Thank you, and he will be missed.
A rabbi once taught me about how to think of eulogies. He said a lot of people think that eulogies are there to comfort the family, comfort the friends. He said that's not the way he looks at it. He said, no, when a person dies, their soul goes before the Ribbon HaOlam, the judge of all the universe, the ultimate ruler and God himself. And we here on earth are pleading with God. Marcus's soul deserves your eternal love, your eternal care. Please, God, protect Marcus's soul, because we can no longer do that here on earth.
Someone's praying, my Lord, come by me. Someone's praying, my Lord, come.
This is Caitlin Olfano, and I'm the engineering manager at Asher Group. And I've known Marcus for 8 years. We both started around the same time in 2012. He wasn't at the office long before he went to Denmark, but I remember him being this casual, cool presence in the office, the kind of guy who was so comfortable with everyone that he would wear gym shorts to work. When Marcus left to pursue his master's, we all had a going away party for him at a local Indian restaurant. And everyone came out to the party, which was saying something for software engineers. But that was because everyone really liked Marcus and wished him well, even people who didn't work directly with him. He was dedicated, and he always wanted to do things the right way. He would see an issue with our system and fix it without even being asked. That was the kind of engineer that he was. He had many accomplishments while he worked with us. Some notable ones: he single-handedly built and maintained a platform to digitally sign contracts, which is still in use today. And in 2018, we put together a team to migrate our services to the cloud, to Amazon. And he was in charge of migrating a particular website, Web Review, there. And, we spent all night migrating and doing the work needed or involved with that. And you already knew that you didn't have to worry about Marcus's part. It was all going to work, and if it didn't, he was going to be on it right away. And it did work, and he put a lot of effort into making sure that it all went well. We definitely are where we are today because of him. He's part of our company and always will be in his code and in what he built, and even in the people who knew him and worked with him. We're so lucky to have known him and are incredibly grateful for the time that we had with him.